Ding, ding, ding. Hello, everybody, and good afternoon. So, I'm coming on today with a little bit of a serious conversation because I'm finding that this is an important topic to cover, especially as my channel is growing and more people are joining my page, as well as my business is growing and expanding. I really want to land some important elements as to what I stand for when it comes to tantric healing work, okay? And this is something that I find not many practitioners are doing. And so I'm hitting a lot of roadblocks with my potential clients. And so I want to discuss. And so today's topic is Tantra massage cheating, okay? So to go into this topic, I really want to land as to what I find really important. And for me, the importance in this work is honesty, integrity, and respect for all parties involved. And so part of my questionnaire for when I screen and verify my clients is seeing if they are in a relationship or not. Okay, because the field of sex work is a field of shadow work, I am here to bring the light and to bring truth and to bring integrity. And not every sex worker is going to be doing that. So just because I'm standing for what I believe in doesn't mean that other people will. Okay, and this is just how we begin to change the paradigm by taking these small steps one at a time, okay? And so it's important to understand that people come from different backgrounds, with different desires, with different needs, with different things. And so when I question my clients as to why are they coming to see me, I am looking for some things, okay? I'm not getting into that here, but I am looking for some things. And I do ask if they are in a relationship. And if they are in a relationship and they're seeking to come see my support, I do ask them, does your partner know that you are seeking out this type of work? Okay. And so some clients say, no, she doesn't know. She would never understand. Some clients say, yes, we are in an open relationship. She's okay with that. And other clients try to avoid the conversation and just to kind of go on to what they want. This is for me. She doesn't need to know. She's never going to find out. Okay. Well, just because she's never gonna find out doesn't make it right. Okay. And because tantric massage and tantric healing does involve intimacy work, for a professional provider, it is really important. For me, it is really important to maintain the integrity of this work and the integrity of your relationship. Okay. Because I do not desire to bring in a third energy to mingle in the intimacy and sexual realms that can potentially affect your union, okay? And so these are the conversations that I have with my clients as I verify them. And if you are applying to work with me and I look at your Instagram and I look at your Facebook page and the first thing you have there is pictures with your newlywed wife, I'm going to ask you, why are you seeking my support? Because your wife, your partner, your girlfriend deserves to know what it is that you are seeking. And in most cases, if you were to just come to her and have this open conversation, you most likely will get an okay. Okay, because I don't see why a wife would not allow her husband to have an experience that can greatly benefit him in many ways and also benefit the relationships. And I always do say, if possible, I would love to have you both come to see me for this session. Okay, tantric massage is highly beneficial for both men and women, but also extremely beneficial for couples. Because Tantra is all about intimacy. I am teaching you how to see into yourself and into your partner. It is an art of sensuality, of communication, of connection, of honesty. And so as I stand in this shadow world, I am here to bring the light. And the light comes through honesty and integrity. And so it is my greatest desire to offer this work in its highest light. But I can't do that if you're coming to see me while being in a shadow, while being in shame and guilt and fear around your desires for touch. Okay, tantric massage is beautiful, therapeutic, sensual, spiritual, energetic, full body, multi-dimensional experience that everybody deserves to have if that's what they're feeling called to. However, if you are in a relationship, it is important that your partner has an opportunity to know that that is what you're seeking for two reasons. Number one, most of the men that are seeking this work that are married are most likely missing something at home that they are hoping to get a fill off in such a session. And they do. And so in the past, I wasn't as inquisitive about my clients' relationships because in my mind, what I am doing is you're coming to see me and I'm filling your cup up with love. And I want you to have this full heart for you to return home with an overflowing heart of love and then return that to your partner. Okay? What I don't want is for you to come to my session while you have wife and kids at home and use my session as a band-aid to fill a void that you're not willing to take responsibility for in your household. That is not okay. That is not an integrity of your sacred union and of your marriage. Okay? And so as you see, we're beginning to open up these conversations and open up this veil of truth and integrity when it comes to our relationships. And understand that it is okay to have needs that our partners simply don't know how to meet or don't want to meet. Okay? This is why I don't really believe in monogamy. Okay, I've been in marriage, I've been married, I've had 2 relationships since then, and I just came to understand that one person cannot meet all of your needs. And although monogamy can be and is such a beautiful space for many people, it is not easy, and it is difficult, and it is challenging when shit comes up and you're not willing to face it. And so you run away and you find other places to fill the void instead of facing your partner. And so when I ask my clients, does your partner know that you're coming for a session? I want you to have this conversation. And I just want you to express to him or her, honey, how would it make you feel that I want to go see a tantric healer? I want to go and experience a tantra massage. A lot of them probably don't even know what this is. So they're going to be like, what is that? Tell me more. And please do not go on Pornhub or YouPorn or whatever other websites that you can look up Tantra massage, because a lot of those massages are all sexual and very erotically based. A professional tantric healing massage has nothing to do with the provider. Even though I am part of a session and I am facilitating the session, the experience is ultimately yours. The experience is not taking place with me unless you're single and you've been working with me for a while and I give you permission. That's a different story. But ultimately, a tantric massage is about the receiver. Okay, there is no engagement with the provider. It is unprofessional behavior to really engage sexually with your provider. And people do it. And that's okay. We're not judging. But this is my work. This is how I share my work. And this is what I want to stand for. And this is what I want to bring into the field of sexual healing work. Because all the escorting, all the sex workers, all the strippers, all the dancers, at the root core, these are all priestesses. Women who have guts to do this work with some level of respect and dignity for themselves are really ancient priestesses, temple priestesses, who are here to heal the hearts of our wounded men, the warriors of this world who are hurt, who are sad, who are grieving, who are healing. And men need this work, and so do women. And I love working with women. For women, the experience of breast massage, belly massage, sensual yoni massage, pelvic floor release massage, next level healing, you guys. I personally receive tantric body work, especially when I travel. I love finding other practitioners in other areas and receiving this work. And I made a video, like one of my last ones, about receiving this work in Austin, Texas. It's absolutely transforming for a woman to receive healing, non-sexual yoni work. Highly recommend. It helps you so much to open up into your sexuality. It helps you regain the power. It helps you heal like wounds, sexual wounds, pain, discomfort. For men, this work is more about just love. Men just want to be touched. They want to be caressed. They want to be sensually adored. And then there's men who want to be dominated. They want to submit. They don't want to do anything. They just want to lay there and receive. And one of the problems that I hear from a lot of my clients is that when they're sexually engaged with their partners, she's not doing anything. She's just laying there. Or she gives him sex like, just take it. Like, let's just get it out of the way. Like, that's not sexy. That's not what your man wants. If you're just giving him sex as your wifely duty, you're out of alignment, ma'am. Okay? Because sexuality is a celebration of your unity. And it should be fruitful and passionate and loving and pleasureful. And so if at home you are missing out on this beautiful experience with the partner that you chose to have a life with, then you have some issues to work out, because your sex life is a reflection of the health of your relationship. And although sex is not everything, for men, it kind of is, because men bond through sexuality. Men bond through that energy. Whereas women, we bond emotionally. We bond through conversations. We bond through sensual intimacy. Okay? And so tantric massage is a work where you get to explore who you are. You get to explore all of who you are. And you can make requests, and you can find different providers to offer different things so that you can explore who you are. Some of my favorite sessions that I have with my regular clients are foot and tease sessions. I literally have men who just want to come and touch and kiss my feet. And I do have some of those clients who are married. We had those conversations. And so the wife of one of my clients who is married, she won't let him do it. She shames him for having a desire to appreciate beautiful feet. And so I can see why a lot of men have shame and fear around asking their partners about having tantric massage. Because a lot of women are also living in fear and disconnect from their sexuality. And so when she's in disconnect from her pleasure, from her joy, she's going to shame her man for whatever his desires are. And that's not healthy, okay? And this is why I love bringing in consciousness into the field of sex work, because we are beginning to transform from the within. And sexuality is the next level of a spiritual evolution. It gives us permission to say, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is how I like it, and this is how often I want it, okay? And for me, just to share for you guys, I have a really thriving sexual life. I've had same partner since last April, and we've been going so beautifully and so deep together. Like next level orgasms, like wave after wave of love and caressing and penetration and fucking and slow love making and tantric love gazing and energetic play. Like thriving sexuality is possible, but only if you are willing to show up for your truth, Only if you're willing to ask for what you need. Because if you have a need and your partner doesn't know it, and you don't give them a chance, and you go get that need met somewhere else, that's cheating. Cheating is when you do not give your partner a chance to meet your needs. That means that you don't have enough faith in them and you're taking their power away. That's not an integrity. In relationships, it's about empowering each other and supporting each other being better for one another. And that includes working through the uncomfortable things, through the fears, through the shame, through the guilt for what we really desire. And if you do have a conversation with your partner about your desires, and they're still not willing to meet them, explore them with you, then they should be able to allow you to have that need met elsewhere. And this is why this beautiful field of sex workers comes into play, where we get to hold responsibility and accountability as we take you on a journey to explore yourself. Okay? But we have to do the work, you guys, to be in integrity as we go into these fields, you know? And I know I can't track every client. I can't make sure every client is single. Rings come off. People don't always share their profiles. But I do my best to call you forth to your best, because I want a better world for my children. Okay? In America, most marriages, more than half, end in divorce. And then the other portions are full of infidelity. And others are just living together as friends, as roommates in separate bedrooms. That's not a relationship I want. That's not what I want the world to be like. And everybody needs to start owning their own shit, you guys. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. And it saddens me when I see clients who made it peace to live with their wives as friends with no sexual contact. I mean, that's your choice. It's like you create a cage for yourself. No one can stop you. But I'm here to empower you. I am here to inspire you to be better, to be a better man for your wife, for your girlfriend, for your children, to be a better man for the world. Because the world needs you to stand up, to walk your truth, to walk the talk, and to show up. Because even if you don't tell her that you're doing something, I can tell you as a woman, she can sense it. She knows it. And so then you might wonder why your relationship doesn't feel very connected. Well, I'll tell you why. Because if you're going behind the back of your woman, she feels it. And that grows resentment. And that grows disconnect between her genitals and your heart. She does not want to be penetrated by a man that's somewhere like on a side doing who knows what. That's not sacred union, you guys. That's just avoidance. And we need to stop avoiding and start taking responsibility and facing things that are uncomfortable. Okay? And so this is a serious topic. And I hope that these notes can land somewhere deep within your consciousness and resonate and expand out into universe and light. Because I love my work. I love tantric healing work. I love intimacy coaching. I love teaching my clients how to self-pleasure, how to feel their body, how to expand in their orgasms. I love teaching this work. But before we can come into the temple space, we have to come pure. We have to have pure intentions. We have to have clear conscience. We have to be honest with ourselves, you know? And so that's one part of this work. And then I have a whole group of single men who come to tantric massage, and something that I find really awesome, they find this work to be a form of celebration. and a little gift to themselves for their hard work and for what they're doing in the world. This is a lavish experience. This is not a cheap type of work. These are 2-3 hour sessions. And so for single men, I celebrate you who choose to have these sessions with different providers and to experience different things and to expand in your sexuality and your sensuality. Because then you take this energy and you bring it into the world and you walk your talk. And I fucking love that. And so let me see what you guys been saying here. Many people are not with their soulmate, they are with their lust mate. That's very true. There are many people who get married out of lust. And I do talk a lot about sexuality and how people need to be really careful with whom you have sex with, because once you start having sex, all the emotional hormones start to spiral in, and then oopsie, you get pregnant, and then we know where you end up. So let's see. Yes, sessions are 2-3 hours. I do not do 30. Whenever somebody asks me if you can do a 30-minute session, like I just want to like face smack. But are you married to him though? No, I am not married to my beloved. We are actually in a poly open sensual relationship. I've been posting pictures of our royal rainbow love court. If you've been following me, how long we've been together. Since the infinity of time. Oh, in this lifetime? This is why they're focused on the feet instead of the penetration. Well, honestly, there is actually a really big group of men who find feet to be really erotic to a point where they don't need to have any genital stimulation or genital release. They just need the feet. And then if you put some sexy stockings on the feet, that's the next level. Let's see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Whoever's here, that's 90% of married women. Submissiveness in men is not masculine. I'm actually going to disagree with that comment. Submissiveness in men is not masculine. That's almost like a gaslighting technique. So let's remember that as we are evolving, we are becoming whole and holy. And I consider myself as an androgynous being in female form. I have a really big, I call it dick energy. I have a very big dick energy. My masculine is really strong and I can dominate really well, but I can also submit so deeply. And so I think as we're becoming whole and we integrate our feminine with our masculine polarities, it's no longer this polarized conversation, you know, men can submit, because men fucking crave to submit, you guys. Literally for 2 hours on my table, men are submitting. And they have a really hard time submitting because halfway through the sessions, my sessions don't involve mutual touching or exchange unless I give you permission. Halfway through the sessions, clients try to like touch and try to like bring me pleasure and do whatever they're trying to do. That is because it's challenging for them to actually submit to receiving. And so through the session, when the client wants to like interact with me, that tells me that he's out of his body and he's already trying to like project his sexual energy onto me. And that's not what I'm about. Like, I'm not interested in that unless I am. So submission is not strictly to a feminine. It can also, and very much needed to be for the masculines. They are not priestesses. They're Jezebels looking to drain men of their life force. Ooh, coming in hot over here. Well, actually, let's talk about the Jezebels who are coming to drain men of their life force. This is going to go deep. You guys ready? Sex workers are in the shadow, and a lot of them are unconscious, and a lot of them are very conscious. There is good and there is evil. Okay? And so when it comes to sexuality, women have control. This is why I'm trying to teach men how to be empowered in your sexuality. Because if you're not, You're going to be manipulated and controlled into situations that you don't want to be in, okay? There are women out there who know exactly how to make you dance around her finger how she wants it to, okay? Women have that power. Ever heard of the pussy power? The power of the yoni? It's a great responsibility, you guys. This is why we have to be really conscious of our power and how we use it. And if you're a man who's not, then yeah, you're going to have a Jezebel on your dick 24/7 manipulating you into buying her all the Louis Vuitton bags and all the red bottom shoes. And yeah, she'll give you great blowjobs. But again, it's not conscious, it's not sacred, and she is sucking your energy, okay? I said this before in my videos. As a man, where do you spill your seed? And with whom? And most importantly, who carries your seed, dear men? How many mouths have you left your seed in? And now your seed is literally in the body of whom? Yes, it might feel good to have your penis, I can't say it vulgarly, on Instagram. Yeah, it might feel good to have a blowjob and then come in her mouth. But now your seed is literally in this woman's body. Is that what you want? Is that how you respect your power, by leaving your life force who knows where? I don't know. You tell me, how does that make you feel? And the thing is, it feels so good in the moment. And the reason why men do this is because they just don't know. These are the things that we're not taught. Sacred sexuality is an ancient knowledge that was hidden from us because there is so much power in sexuality. They don't want us to know this. And so this is how our patriarchal society right now is fucked up so bad, because all these men are distorted. They're running on their lustful energies, spilling their precious life force seed energy all over the place. It's not healthy. And so you have to be careful, because there are women who will consciously and intentionally drain your life force and you don't even know it. Okay, I'm scrolling through other comments. Most wives or all wives will not go out of their way to learn your craft, because most married women stop caring after about 10 years. And that makes me really sad. And part of that is kind of correct. You know, a lot of women that are in long-term relationships, they have children, they've grown to be comfortable. You know, it's not as inspiring to them. And so something that we're going to be doing with our Tantric Royal Love Court is offering trainings for both men. We're going to have priestess trainings for women to learn sexual healing arts. And we're going to have trainings for the wise men to learn how to love a woman, to learn how to be in his power. And so we're building all of that foundation right now for future. So stay tuned. How should they explain it to the partner? Any references? Soul soaring. So I think I'm going to put together like a little sample of how this conversation can flow. But let me just kind of free flow into it. So something to understand is that Tantric massage is about sensuality and connection and receiving full body relaxation. Okay. And so you can honestly come to your partner and say, hey, I've been looking online and I've been learning a little bit about Tantra, and I've been really curious about what that is. And I found a provider who offers Tantric bodywork experiences, and I really want to try. I want to see what it's all about. And you can tell them about the benefits, and you can tell them, why do you seek it? A lot of times you can say, I really want to learn what it's about so then I can bring it to the home. Okay, unless you guys can afford a session together, then you come together and we'll learn together. However, if you're seeking to come by yourself, you can simply say, this is an experience that I really want to have and it would make me feel really happy, and I would like for you to know about it. Okay, and so in a way, you're not asking for permission to go. You know, you're just letting them know, this is what you desire and it would make you really happy, and you're letting them know. I mean, in a way, I guess you are asking permission. I don't know how your relationship works, but, you know, in my relationship, if I want to do something, my partner supports that. My partner is going to celebrate whatever makes me happy. And if I'm going to receive 2 hours of incredible healing tantric experience, why would he not support that? The only reason he's not going to want to support that is if he's jealous, or if he's angry or frustrated around, his inability to perform or, make me happy. But that's not even relating, and so it's like we have to find the right approach for your specific individual. And I don't know if they have trigger points, if they have like trauma wounds, because people carry a lot of weird stuff. But I will work on a little presentation for how to present to your partner your desire to come for a Tantra session, okay? And I just want to also point out that I'm not the only one who's doing this. There's other practitioners with whom we are collaborating. I know Aletra in Orlando, my sister Rainbow G. The sisters of the Templar priestesses are starting to talk, you guys, because it is really important that we lift the frequency and the vibration of this work, because it is sacred, it is healing, it is beautiful, and it's important to maintain the integrity of the work. The biblical times accepted multiple wives. So did Mormons. Men are designed to have more than one wife. I think women are designed to have more than one husband. So whoever said that men are designed to have more than one wife, I ask you to reflect on that, because that feels like a conditioning and a programming, okay? Because I can guarantee you that women are actually, like, biologically, mentally, are more in congruence with holding more partners, okay? Like, I don't want to go deeper on this video, but I would have you reflect on that. Many married men have been damaged, and you provide the band-aid because the wife is hell-bent on not fixing anything. Darling, you sound like you're frustrated. I hope you're not married with this wife. Well, yeah, people are damaged, you guys. And a relationship is where we're really supposed to do the healing work. And so if you're in a relationship and you're being more damaged, then you need to ask yourself, what the hell are you doing there? Okay, it's like some people tend to put themselves into a prison. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but that doesn't help anyone. Some men look for the physical touch from a woman that's prettier to heal the mental trauma. Yeah. And tantric healing work is about deep sexual wound work. It's not all butterflies, sexy fun things. It's sometimes like, oh fuck, I've been raped and my vagina hurts now and I can't enjoy sex. And so in that territory, like, some serious energies have to come through because we're doing healing work. For a lot of men, this work is like pleasureful and fun and sexy. But for a lot of women, like, it's deep healing work. It's really like, for a lot of women, it's hard to receive. And what makes sex really amazing with a woman is when she can fully receive you, okay? And the only way she can fully receive you if she has no stress and no tension in her yoni, around her vulva, around her pelvic floor, around her anus. Like, the entire root and sacral chakras areas need to be like she needs to like fully breathe into it. And if she can't, then your penetration will hurt, okay? Because she is tight, okay? And this is why tantric massage, pelvic floor release work is so beneficial, okay? All right, I'm taking a few more comments if there are any. There is the same guy. You, Thrilenium, you've been on it. Thank you for being here. Let's see. As a professional Tantra therapist for the last decade, it's important to have a supportive partner who understands compersion. Also, clients need to be very honest with their partner's conscious communication. Very true. So the term compersion actually comes from a open polyamorous style of relating. And what the term compersion means is basically when you can feel joy and pleasure, knowing that your partner is feeling joy and pleasure, okay? It takes a certain mind twist to get to that, and it's possible, okay? I personally right now am in a dynamic where there is another woman and my partner does spend time with her. And so I am also working through some jealousy and through some kind of hard feelings sometimes. And I celebrate it, okay? You have to live, it's not this or that. It's and both, okay? This is the shamanic way of living, okay? This is the tantric way of living. You're walking the middle path. And the middle path is not this or that. It's both and. Okay, so can you feel the discomfort and the jealousy knowing that your partner is receiving pleasure? And can you be happy for them? Because if you cannot be happy for your partner, then you got some deeper relational issues to work through. Okay, so. All right, you guys, if you have any more questions, since I'm here on this little questionnaire, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to be wrapping it up. So basically, to summarize it, the whole point is, it is my greatest desire and intention that every client who comes to see me is in integrity with themselves and with any other people that they are involved with who might be influenced by our time together, okay? As a Tantrika, I hold the integrity of light, and I do not care to be involved in some energetic triangle, because again, this work is energetic, okay? It's mental, it's energetic, it's spiritual. I don't care to be involved in your funky, dirty triangles when you're not being honest, okay? I love my work. I love sharing this work with couples. I love teaching tantric massage. I love giving it. I love teaching sacred sexuality, okay? And so we have to expand on all the juice and all the goodness that's already here. And all of that starts with you, okay? So today, I call you forth to celebrate your life, to celebrate your partners if you have one. And if you desire to come for a tantric healing session and you are partnered, I invite you to have this vulnerable and honest conversation as to why you are trying to come in. You never know what doors of opportunities and connection it might open between you and your partner, okay? And if you are single and you want to come see me, then you are welcome to go on my website, sacredmusetantra.com, and apply, okay? I don't work with everyone. I am very selective, so if I don't see you, I'm sorry. But if you are applying, it would be my greatest honor to love and support you. All right, lovers and friends, it's been beautiful sharing this afternoon chat with you. I'm sending you so much love, joy, and appreciation. And until we see each other next time, ciao.